Greetings and welcome to the very first episode of Static Screen, your brand new weekly podcast focusing on movies and television. If you want gaming, we've got another brand new show for you called Glitched Out, so go check that one out for those stories and news. Anyways, welcome to the new program. We've got a brand new format here. We're going to talk about some nerdy comic book news. We're going to rant about a sequel. And we've got one hell of a topic that I'm sure we're going to go on and on about. But without further ado, folks, I am Lord X, of course, but joining me on this inaugural episode of Static Screen, the one and only from the House of Rage, ECW James.
What up, player?
How's it going, man?
Oh, going pretty good, except I got something... God damn it. Wow, botch. Right off the bat. I opened up a page and the damn ad started playing. Oh, I'm such a hot mess.
It may be a new show, but, well, we're on the same old habits.
Yeah, I should have done this earlier. I'm sorry. I apologize, folks. Forget calling me from the House of Rage. Just call me the fucking Amtrak. Because I'm always derailing left and right. I'm sorry. Oh, shit. That's... I shouldn't have said that. I take that back, folks. Way too soon. But anyway, yeah, hi.
So yeah, we've got a brand new format here to go, folks.
Yes.
Now, in the old Canuck podcast, we used to save this for near the end of the episode, but we're going to kick off Static Screen by talking about the stuff that we've been watching this past week. So, James, have you been watching anything?
No. It's been kind of a hectic week.
Fair enough.
I've been waiting for, actually this weekend, I got no plans, so I'm probably going to sit down and just do a bunch of marathoning.
Cool.
But what have you been watching?
I've watched a few things. There was the Flash season finale last week, which I never thought a TV superhero show could send me through so many emotions, but holy crap was that season finale heartbreaking in so many ways.
Oh, like, so all those memes that have been popping up online aren't joking.
They are not, because they would have one scene that would get you like emotionally invested and then turn it right around and then make you cry at another scene. Yeah, that series ended off its first season amazingly well, and I am so excited now for season 2, because season 1 we got a lot of time travel stuff going on. Season 2 they confirmed that we're going to see multiverse stuff, so that's yeah, so that's going to be really cool. And if they're smart, which, well, it's DC, so who knows, but if they're smart, they could actually use this multiverse kind of idea to, tie in with the movies, maybe?
Maybe? I mean, it seems like, just from what I've been watching, what I have seen of Flash and what I have seen of Arrow, their TV people have been pretty much on the ball the past few years. Mm-hmm. That first, I'm not going to lie, the first season of Arrow was pretty rough. Mm-hmm. But second season, third season, first season of Flash, they found their footing. Mm-hmm. Yep. It seems like, honestly, it's like they're like, you know what, screw it, comic books.
Exactly. And it's only getting more comic booky with Legends of Tomorrow. I'm not sure if you watched that trailer or not.
Oh, watch that.
That was so cool. Like we have time travel getting involved even more now, because we have Rip Hunter coming in. Mm-hmm. We have giant robots. We have an actual immortal this time around.
Fucking Randall Savage. When I heard that name, I was like, oh, what? What?
Yeah, they are going all in now with this. And I guess minor little spoilers here, but the season finale of Flash, we get one quick little glimpse of the actress playing Hawk Girl as well. So that's
She was in the trailer too.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, so it's not really a spoiler.
No, but you see your first little glimpse of her right at the end of that episode, so that was cool. But yeah, it's going to be amazing what they do for season 2 of Flash and probably season 4 of Arrow, just tying all of this in together. And then they have Supergirl as well, which may or may not have seen the pilot episode, but
I've been resisting that clickage. I mean, I saw the trailer. I was kind of disappointed, but impressed at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Let's just say the pilot is maybe possibly better than that trailer.
I hope so, because have you seen the Scarlet Black?
Yes, everybody.
Sketch? Yeah, that. Oh,
yeah.
That is like they almost. I would have said they would have watched the trailer before they did the skit.
Mm-hmm.
It was that spot on, right from the way the editing of it. Oh, she's nerdy and this, that, and awkward.
Yeah.
And then the emotional, girl power song when she finally decides, oh, I'm gonna be a hero.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh.
Even though there were some cool visuals at the end of that, though.
Yeah, the special effects. Well, the opening CGI of Krypton looked like crap. That looked green screen and awful.
Yeah, it's for TV though.
It's TV, but at the same time, the effects of her flying, the jet flying through the bridge, that looks so much better.
Yeah.
But okay, they put the money into the action effects.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm still a little hesitant, but I'm leaning towards the hopeful side.
Yeah. Still looks better than Gotham, though.
Oh, didn't you hear? Season 2 is going to focus entirely on the Joker.
Yeah. Oh, joy.
And Bruce Wayne not being Batman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see a lot more of that.
Yeah.
Anywho, as for the rest of the stuff I've been watching, I watched David Letterman's Goodbye episode, his final late night appearance. It was really well done. I enjoyed it. I used to watch David Letterman like religiously years ago. Kind of fell off. I don't know, about 7 or so years ago, only watching it occasionally, but it was a good farewell episode for him.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I plan on it. It's just, to me, he should have retired about 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have caught an episode here and there, and he's... Honestly, he just came across as so out of touch.
Yeah.
His comedy wasn't really, like, he used to have some of the best opening monologues
mm-hmm.
of, since Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
But a lot of his stuff is just like, he'd tell a joke, the band would do the sting, and hardly anyone would laugh.
Mm-hmm.
And then he would say the joke again.
Mm-hmm.
And again.
Yeah.
And everyone's just like, and there'd be less and less people laughing. It's like, ugh.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, he that's just my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
He should have stepped down a while back instead of, pushing himself. No, I can still do this. I can still do this.
Mm-hmm.
But,
granted, I would say it was probably more the network than anything trying to keep him on.
Honestly, you're probably right. Yeah, I agree with you on that one full-heartedly. It more or less, it probably was the network. Like, no, you can't retire yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't even know what a YouTube is.
Remember his Hatsune Miku?
Oh, yeah. On her big screen TV. The audience was really into that.
Yeah. It was good, though, and they showed a lot of, like, they did a few clip scenes showing his old Taco Bell sketch where he went into a Taco Bell and did the drive-thru thing.
Oh, God.
Yeah. He did have one great joke, though, that I remember. He said, now if I ever screw up again, instead of doing it, instead of, like, apologizing on my own show, I gotta go on somebody else's show and apologize.
Oh, man. It's definitely an end of an era.
Yeah. And the final thing that I watched, I went to the movies again, and no, I didn't see Avengers again, though I kind of wanted to. I saw the new Mad Max movie, and god damn, it was like a 2-hour long car chase, and it was fucking awesome from start to finish.
I haven't seen it yet, but every review that I've listened to of it says the exact same thing. It is just... It's only the only downtimes are just long enough for you to catch your breath.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then it goes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does not stop. It did not feel like 2 hours long at all.
Oh, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm. And as somebody who had never watched like the older Mad Max movies, I really enjoyed it. I loved it. And I'm a Borderlands fan, so that kind of got me to go see it. So
Actually, Borderlands was heavily influenced by the first Mad Max and Road Warrior.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny because Borderlands was inspired by that, and this movie seems inspired by Borderlands.
Well, if you do go back and watch the movies, watch Mad Max and Road Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Stay away from Thunder.
Fair enough. And to be honest with you, I wish the new game had come out at the same time as this movie, because I would have went and bought it right away.
Well, they're holding off because they're still polishing it up, right?
Yep, which is a good thing.
Yeah, because we don't want a crappy movie tie-in game. We want a good movie tie-in game.
Mm-hmm. And since it's coming from Avalanche Studios and being published by Warner Brothers, after what they did for Shadow of Mordor, I'm fine with them taking their time on the game.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, that's it for what I've been watching this past week.
So, actually, before we go on, I do have to ask one question about the movie. Okay. There's one character everyone seems to talk about the most. Mm-hmm. Rock Rider. The guy with the guitar.
Oh, yeah.
Is he really as over the top and crazy as everyone says he is?
Yes.
Okay, I've really got to see this movie then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that guy was incredible.
And apparently Nathan Jones was in the movie too.
Huh, didn't realize.
The big giant guy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Something erectus.
But yeah, the story and everything was in that, and the chick playing Furiosa. Fuck, I cannot.
Charlize Theron.
Yes, her. After seeing the movie, I agree with the people who have said that she needs to play Captain Marvel, because she would be amazing as Carol Danvers. So
ooh. She could do it too. That girl's got some acting chops on her.
Mm-hmm.
But who's playing Captain Marvel? What's her name from Battlestar Galactica?
Nobody yet.
Nobody. I thought that one girl got cast.
It's rumored and everything, but nothing has been confirmed yet.
Well, they got another, year and a half now before they start production?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So who knows? Maybe people will start suggesting that.
Yeah, they could. All right, so shall we move into our brand new kind of segment?
You mean the one where we swap the games for the movies?
Exactly, that one.
Awesome.
That's right, folks. For this inaugural episode of Static Screen, it's the end of May, so we're going to go into the movies of June. And June is, there's some interesting movies here.
That's not the word I'd use, but okay.
Alright, so on the 3rd, we have the Entourage movie, which I know some people are looking forward to.
Well, not me.
Yeah, not me either. But it's happening. So,
Yeah, it's happening.
speaking of things happening, on the 5th we have Insidious Chapter 3, Love and Mercy, and Spy, which I've actually heard some good things about.
I hope you're talking about Spy.
Yeah, Spy.
Oh, good. Okay.
Not the other two.
Yeah, I was like, really? No one's... out of all the people I know, no one has asked about it. Insidious Chapter 3.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even know they made a part 2 till like last week. That's how bad it is.
Mm-hmm. But Spy, that's the new action comedy movie from director Paul Feig, who is doing the Ghostbusters female reboot. And of course it has Melissa McCarthy into it, Jason Statham, Jude Law, Miranda Hurt, Rose Byrne, Allison Janney, Nargis Fanekia, I think I have no idea how to pronounce that, and Nia Long. But I've heard good things about that.
It sounds like it's a very strong cast.
Yeah. And apparently Jason Statham plays an awesome character into it, as per usual.
As well, it's kind of international law at this point.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to play an awesome character.
Yep. So who knows? Might check that one out, maybe.
It sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen a good comedy in a while, so who knows?
Wait, it's got all these action stars in it, and it's a comedy?
Yeah. Well, it has Melissa McCarthy into it, so...
Oh, jeez. Interestinger.
Alright, well, let's move on to probably the biggest movie of June, and that is Jurassic World. And Izzy somewhere just screamed out in joy because we know he's excited for this one.
Somebody has to be.
Mm.
I'm sorry. I got my issues with the movie.
I'm hoping it's good. I love the original. The other two were okay from what I remember, but I haven't watched them since I was really young, so... Yeah, Jurassic World. Let's hope for good things.
They already showed the special dinosaur in the trailer.
They haven't. They have not.
They have. In the latest trailer, it's the one the helicopter is shooting at. The helicopter crashes, it explodes, and you see it running away from the explosion.
I think that's a different dinosaur.
I hope so, because if they pulled that shit again,
Yeah, because I was talking with Izzy about that, actually, and he made mention that they haven't shown it yet, that was a known dinosaur that is shown there, what you're talking about.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so as well, but yeah, who knows? It has Chris Pratt into it, so it's probably going to be funny at least.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so moving on to the 19th, we have Dope, not the weed, but an actual drama movie, and Inside Out, which I'm actually really excited for because it is Pixar's new movie.
Oh, the one with the girl with the voices.
Yep. I saw the review on IGN and they gave it a 9.5, saying that Pixar's back on track again, so...
Wow. I didn't know they were off track.
Well...
Besides Cars, plays. And
their last two movies were not that good. Monsters University.
University was fucking awesome.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen it, to be honest with you.
It was good. It was good. It was a good prequel.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember what the other one was.
It was Planes 2.
No, that was not done by Pixar. That was done by Disney Animation. They had nothing to do with that.
Ugh. That's terrifying.
Let me see.
I think it might have been the Cars sequel.
I think it was, yeah.
Because no offense, I not even my daughter liked Cars.
Brave, actually. June 22nd, 2012.
They did Brave?
They did Brave. Apparently that was not that good.
Well, strong female character and a not so typical Disney ending. You think it would be going crazy? People would be going crazy over it, like fucking Frozen.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, but we have Inside Out coming out, so hopefully that is good.
There was one thing I've noticed about the commercial that I'd like to point out real quick.
Okay.
When it showed the inside of Dad, it was old male voices.
Mm-hmm.
And in Mom, it was female voices. And the little girl, it was male and female voices.
What are you implying there?
Hashtag lesbian?
Okay.
I'm just saying, it's weird. Why would the kid have both male and female voices?
True.
Well, the grown-ups, was distinctly all female, all male.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just a message about the innocence of childhood.
Probably, yeah.
Well, yeah, it looks like it'll be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. All right, and finally, the last two big releases for June, we have Ted 2, which I'll be honest, I'm kind of looking forward to because the first one was a really big surprise for how good it was. And Max from Warner Brothers. I hadn't heard of that one actually. Nice. But Ted 2, the actual cast list for this. We have Mark Wahlberg, Seth MacFarlane, Amanda Seyfried, Jessica Barth, Richard Scaff, and then we get this. Morgan Freeman, Michael Dorn, Dennis Haysbert, Liam Neeson, John Slattery, and Patrick Warburton.
Holy shit. That's... wow.
That is a cast.
Yeah. That is one hell of a cast.
Mm-hmm. So there we go. That is the movies of June. Some good ones, but as per usual with June, it's kind of like the resting spot of summer before we get back into the big releases again.
Yeah, come July and August.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what's coming out. Since we're doing this now, I guess I should start looking into that.
Well, man, in July we've got Magic Mike XXL.
It's too early to start drinking.
But, well, if you want something worse than that, there's Terminator Genocide.
At least that looks like it's going to be entertainingly bad.
Yeah, true.
Even though the latest trailer ruined the big twist.
Yep.
Like, honestly, if I went into the movie, saw that, and was actually surprised by that, that would have made the movie good. But no, they ruined it.
Mm-hmm.
And can we say on the show what the big twist was since it's out in the trailer?
Sure, why not?
John Connor turned himself into a Terminator. And then went back in time to stop his mom. I need something to throw.
Yep. But anyways, yeah, July will be interesting. June, Inside Out, Jurassic World, Ted 2. Those are some things to look forward to. Alright, so with that, we shall get into our movie and TV news for the week. And James, kick us off with our first news story here.
I would love to. Well, as of May 15th, we were able to get our first look at some of the at one of the, I guess it would say, big characters from the upcoming Captain America Civil War. And that would be the one and only Crossbones.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I hope you throw a picture of this up, but...
Oh, I will. New show, new editing.
I will say there's a few things that I'm concerned about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for starters, the mask. I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
It looks a little bulky.
But granted, this is a set photo.
Yeah,
so.
it's also a picture probably taken with a telescopic lens from half a mile away.
Yep.
You know, it's not very flattering because, they'll probably go in and do some CG corrections afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I'd like to point out is the pneumatic fists. Which means when he punches you, it's going to be superhuman strength levels.
Yep.
I mean, I like the way the armor looks. I mean, it looks pretty badass.
Yep.
I mean, Crossbones was never, in my opinion, a major player. Mm-hmm. But, he was always one of those memorable characters.
Yep. And for those who may or may not know, he played a very big role in the whole Civil War storyline.
Oh, yeah. And I love the fact they actually introduced him in the last Captain America movie.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the guy that Falcon was fighting in the building before it collapsed.
Mm-hmm.
So that means he lived.
Yeah. Well, we saw at the end of the movie that he survived. Because he was being taken out on a stretcher.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot. I gotta watch that movie again. I gotta watch a lot of movies again. But yeah, for one photo, it looks good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it looks realistic. It looks practical. And yet there's that crazy comic book side to it. Like, for example, like I said, the pneumatic fists. Mm-hmm. And it's not a very detailed picture. I'm sure he's got other gadgets on there. I mean, you see he's got shotgun shells on one shoulder. Mm-hmm. What looks like some sort of devices on the other shoulder. Mm-hmm. The mask, I'm a big fan of.
Yep.
Because, once again, it looks practical.
Yep.
It's armored. It's going to protect him. He looks like he can go toe-to-toe with Cap now. Mm-hmm. Which, hopefully, he does.
Indeed.
And some of the other pictures that came out...
Oh, he actually does, because there are set videos that leaked out and showed the two of them, fighting each other.
Oh, that's awesome. That is fucking awesome. And I'm looking at some of the other sneak set photos of the new Captain America costume. Looks pretty good. Because I know they change it for every movie now.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's past few movies. It's been subtle changes.
Mm-hmm. I like how he still has the Avengers logo there as well.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. Falcon looks cool. I'm glad he's actually got a costume now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got a bit of red into him.
Yep. And that's it. That's on the article that you sent me.
Yep.
But yeah, it's looking good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really, I know I say this a lot, but I am excited about this. It is nice seeing them actually put time and effort into actual villains, not just one big villain and, these are the little underlings.
Yeah. Indeed. All right, so let's move on to our next story, which you're really excited about, and that's the sequel to 2013's quote-unquote hit zombie film, World War Z, will arrive in theaters on June 9th, 2017. The movie's release pits it against 20th Century Fox's sequel to Fantastic Four, so...
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Battle for the worst box office debut there. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll admit, I went into World War Z not expecting much, and I was okay with the movie. It's just the fact that it should have been called something else.
Yes, that's... If it wasn't named World War Z, it would have been an okay PG-13 horror movie. Mm-hmm. But no, they had to get that fucking... They had to get the name. Mm-hmm. They had to get that name just so they could slap it on there.
Yep.
And they took a couple elements from the book, and that was it.
Yep.
And that's the only thing it had in common. Now, in my opinion, the sequel should actually be an adaptation of the book. Mm-hmm. And have nothing to do with the first movie.
Well, speaking of that, the article here goes on to say, World War Z 2 will be directed by J.A. Bayona and is set to begin filming this October. According to the screenwriter, Stephen Knight, the filmmakers are starting with a clean slate. So, there you go.
All right. Depending, I'll keep an eye on this one because, World War Z is one of my favorite novels of all time, next to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Mm-hmm. So, that whole... Ugh. Ugh. That shit really pissed me off when I was like... following it and then hearing all these problems like reshoots, recastings, rewrites. It was like, and the fact that they were actually keeping Matt Brooks out of the, it's like, oh yeah, here's your check. We're not going to give you any details. Yeah. You're not going to have any input. I mean, hell, even bad, movie adaptations of books, they still get, the author gets a little bit of input. Mm-hmm. They bring the author to the set, they show him around. But Max Brooks, no. They kept him far away from it, which was a huge mistake. Mm-hmm. Hopefully these guys will do better. They'll bring him in. But time will tell.
Yeah, indeed. All right, so you've got our one piece of TV-related news for this week.
Well, it's TV-ish.
Yeah.
Netflix is having a very Murray Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho.
If you ever wanted to spend the holidays with Bill Murray, this year you're going to get your wish. A very Murray Christmas is coming to Netflix. The classic variety show throwback Bill Murray stars Bill Murray as himself, fretting over whether anyone will show up for his TV extravaganza. Oh my God, really? Over whether thanks to the snowstorm gripping New York City. Wasn't this an episode of The Muppets?
Yeah, it was. At least they're coming back with a great new show. Yes,
and I'm going to watch that because I've been loving the stuff that they've been doing on the internet lately. Mm-hmm. New York City, through luck and perseverance, guests arrive at the Charlie Hotel to help him, dancing and singing in the holiday spirit, according to release from Netflix. Yay.
But let's talk about that guest list, though.
Let me scroll down a little bit. Let's see, guest list. It is. Wow, that is actually a pretty impressive guest list. Starting off, we have George Clooney, Paul Schaefer, Amy Poehler, Julie White, Dmitry Dimitrov, Michael Cera, Chris Rock, David Johansen, Maya Rudolph. Rudolph, okay. Jason Schwartzman, Jenny Lewis, Phoenix. Uh-oh. Gray's going to ruin everything. Frederick Milan, Rashida Jones, Miley Cyrus, and more. I might just have to watch this to see what type of train wreck it's going to be.
Yeah. I'll watch it just because of George Clooney.
Well, yeah, okay. I'll give you that. But yeah, it does look like it's going to be the classic holiday, all-star special bonanza that they used to have back in the 70s, 80s, and early 90s. Mm-hmm. Back when TV was good.
Yep.
Well, I can't say that because TV is starting to get better now. For a while there, it kind of got pretty shitty.
Oh, yeah.
Reality shows for everything. And it's like, yeah, people need to be entertained, but fuck, give us something to be entertained over, not just watching spectacle.
Yeah.
Train wrecks are fun once in a while. Like, seriously, how many more pregnant 15-year-olds do we need in the world? But yeah, this actually, despite my initial reservations, this looks like it might be kind of fun to watch. Mm-hmm. A good cheesy holiday variety show.
Yep, which we haven't had in a long time now. I know Stephen Colbert did one a couple of years ago, which was fantastic, but it's not something we get a lot of these days.
Yeah, because everyone thinks, oh, this ain't going to do well.
Mm-hmm.
You get these producers that are just like, well, according to my market research, this isn't, people don't want to see this.
Yeah.
Who the hell are you talking to? Who in Uganda filled this fucking format? Thinking somewhere deep in darkest Africa. Wow. That sounded really racist. You might want to censor that. Wow, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's probably going to get censored.
Please do. I apologize. What is wrong with me today?
Well, let's get off the holiday.
Yes, please.
Train wreck and move on to maybe another train wreck. It was announced a while ago that Transformers are going to go and do the whole shared universe thing, which is kind of weird for Transformers. Mm-hmm. But the story broke out last week. New Transformers shared universe writers will include The Walking Dead's Robert Kirkman and Lost's Jeff Pinker. This is actually interesting, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be... honestly, that sounds like your powerhouse writing team, but it's Transformers.
Yeah.
What?
Well, that's actually not the only two people joining them either. We also have, let me see here, joining Michael Bay, Steven Spielberg, and Akiva Goldsman, which are the normal brain trust there. We have Iron Man writers Art Markham and Matt Holloway, Pacific Rim 2's Zach Penn. Yeah, and that's the other two. So It's one hell of a writing team.
Yeah, but see, I don't understand the point of having a shared universe when you're just doing sequels. I mean, have you heard of any other spin-off series they're going to do? Like Beast Wars or the Cybertron Chronicles?
That would be incredible, though, to have an entire Cybertron-focused movie.
Yeah, or hell, Beast Wars. I'm sorry, I really want to see a Beast Wars movie. I really liked that show back in the day. It was really fucking good. But no, they haven't done any other Transformers movies. It's all been, sequel. So I don't understand the point of having a multiverse writing group if there's no multiverse.
Yeah. And for something like Transformers, that's going to be hard to do.
Yeah, because you do have multiple generations. You have multiple timelines. You even have multiple dimensions if you start counting all the Japanese stuff that came out over the past 10 years. Because all those were alternate realities.
But if we can get a shared universe here with, starting off with a few films, building up to a big film, including Unicron, I'm all for this. I don't care how bad those first 4 or 5 movies have to be. I want Unicron.
I want to see a Death Star transform into a giant fucking robot and then stomp on the earth.
Damn right I do.
That would be awesome. That would be pretty fucking awesome.
And I can't wait for the zombie Transformers movie from Robert Kirkman.
When I first saw some of those pictures, I thought it was just a bad joke. I was like, what? Zombie transfer? That's just stupid. That's stupid. They're not even alive. How the fuck are they going to be zombies? But, fuck me.
Oh my. Anyways, you've got our last news story here.
Oh, crap, I do. I forgot about that one.
And you're the one who said yes.
Yes, I should feel bad because I'm the one that brought it up. Well, this just in, Arnold Schwarzenegger's The Legend of Conan will be a brutal sequel bringing back some of the original cast. Which means, guess what, folks? It's going to be a direct sequel to the 1982 original Conan the Conqueror.
What?
Yeah. And oh my god, I am so excited because not Conan the Conqueror, Conan the Barbarian. Basically, the sequel, Conan the Destroyer, never existed. Thank God for that, because it was just Arnold running around in a furry bikini the entire movie. If you've seen the original and the second one back to back, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Let's see, I'll go ahead and... wow, this is actually a long quote from Chris Morgan, who's the producer and co-writer of the movie. Our tone is a logical extension of the characters established in the 1982 film, but 30 years later. When we meet him again, Conan has been many times over the course of his life a thief, a warrior, a pirate, a king, a legend, and now an old man. Think Unforgiven, but with swords. That has got me... I want to see this movie. Yep. I want to see this movie just based on that alone. Because how awesome would it be to see this, an old, beat up, scarred up, tired Conan.
That would be pretty damn awesome.
Especially in a time, I know it's a mythical period, but in a time period when people didn't live past 30. Mm-hmm. Let alone 50 or 60, Oh, God, it's even better because one of the original artists, Frank Frazetta, who was an amazing artist, did several paintings, not drawings, paintings of old man Conan, which they're using for inspiration and production. Okay. So when I say you're going to see Conan all scarred up, yeah, you're going to see him all scarred up. So, let's see. Let me go further down the article here, see if there's actually a night. This is a Legend of Conan. He won't say who. Hopefully production will begin soon this fall. So, yeah, we could see this as soon as, 2 years from now?
Yeah.
As you type angrily.
Sorry.
Well, it's not your fault. It's your new snowball microphone.
Damn thing's too good.
It's too good. And at a good price, too.
Yeah. We're not sponsored, folks.
But we wouldn't mind being sponsored. Nudge, nudge, hint, hint. God. What have I become? Pulling myself out on your show so we can begin a sponsor.
Oh boy. Yeah, this Conan news, that's actually really exciting.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait. Waited 30 years for a decent sequel.
Yep. So we have this, we have the new Aliens movie that could possibly be freaking amazing.
Oh, I think it will be amazing, considering how many people have already jumped on board.
Mm-hmm. And I do believe this ties in perfectly for our first topic of the week.
Bum, bum, bum.
So yeah, this Conan movie sounds amazing. Alien, I guess technically 3 because they're not including the last 2. Sounds incredible. Mad Max was awesome in every possible way.
We pretty much waited almost, 25 years for?
Mm-hmm. From the original director, no less.
Yeah, with actually some of the original cast.
Mm-hmm. So, our topic here is, which other movie franchise or franchises do we want to see get new entries? Be it sequels, prequels, side stories, or just pure-on remakes?
Ooh.
the first one that popped into my mind, and it's actually been talked about for a while now. They say there's a script for it, but nothing really has been concrete in doing it, and that's Bill and Ted 3.
Oh, God, yeah. We've been hearing rumors on that for, what, 2-3 years now?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's like, it's all pretty much the same rumor, too. It's like Keanu Reeves is down for it.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't mind doing it. The other guy, no one knows his name. He wants it because his career's dead.
Yep.
The only downside is, they can't. George Carlin's passed away, so unfortunately, there's no Rufus. No. But they can bring in another Rufus-ish character.
Yeah, and the rumor is that Louis C.K. might be the answer to that.
Oh, God. Yeah, give him a ponytail. He could look like a younger George Carlin.
Mm-hmm. And the rumor of the story sounds incredible too, where they've gotten older and they still haven't written the song to unite the universe yet. And now they're trying to struggle and rush into doing that. So that alone sounds great.
Which is hilarious because they did the time travel thing at the end of the second one and came back and wrote with the song that brought the world together.
Mm-hmm.
So now they're trying to make the song to bring the universe together.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing. Oh, God. And Keanu Reeves is just older Theodore Esquire.
Yeah. So that would be great.
Oh, that would be great.
And after seeing him in John Wick, I believe Keanu's back on track now, and he could do that role and actually show some emotion again.
Well, it's kind of a simple role for him to do. I know he spent so many years trying to get away from that type of persona.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like, hey, you know what? I kind of want to do that again.
Yeah.
Back when acting was fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I would love to see that. I want to see that. God, I remember that movie when I was a kid. Because it came out when I was a kid. Fuck, I'm old. Oh, a sequel I want to see. I would love to see actually not a sequel, a remake of one of my favorite horror movies of all time, Monster Squad.
Okay. I never heard of that.
Look it up. It's your classic 80s, kids get together to fight against monsters horror movie.
Okay.
But it was all the classic Universal monsters. You had Dracula, Frankenstein, the Mummy, the Wolfman, the Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But at the time, it was up-to-date creature effects.
Mm-hmm.
So, the Creature from the Black Lagoon, he looked more fish-like, and his gills worked, and, he was a lot more intimidating. The Wolfman looked less like a guy with a furry face, and like a werewolf. Frankenstein wasn't some big green doofus with a flat top head. He looked like he was made from different body parts. I mean, it's a really good movie, and it kind of had a strong message about for kids at the time. Of course, back and watching it is kind of also at the same time inappropriate for kids, the lines and stuff. But I would love to see an up to date. Hell, I would settle for a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Like an up to date sequel. It's 30 years later, and now. The portal's open again. Dracula has come back, and once again, the Monster Squad has to come together to send him back to hell.
Okay.
Which sounds a lot like a Castlevania plot.
Was it Universal planning on doing a shared universe movie with all their monster franchises?
Yeah, but I think it kind of got off to a rough start with what was it, Dracula Unbound or Untold?
Oh yeah. I don't think that was confirmed to be the start of it, but they said it could have been.
Yeah, some of the reviews that I've heard about it was they really tease the shared universe.
Oh, okay.
Like, there's a character and he's like, yes, now I must leave to go deal with this problem in this part of the world.
Oh, okay.
And then leaves Dracula.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh,
I haven't seen it, but the one thing I always get a good chuckle at is people saying it could have been perfect, where right at the end of the movie, Dracula would just turn to his right and say, "Thank you for sticking by my side all this time, Invisible Man."
God damn it. God damn it. Oh, God, that reminds me of a really bad joke, which I'll tell after we're done talking about.
Another one that popped into my mind as we were talking about a previous story here, I would like to see a remake of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah, one taking a little bit, better production.
Exactly. I mean, there was nothing really wrong with the first attempt. It was an enjoyable movie, I found, but it could have been better. Yeah. Especially if they had stuck closer to the book.
Yeah, instead of having the second head be under the guy's chin, that was just kind of stupid. I mean, the whole point of the character was he had two heads and three arms. That was the point. Zyphoid Beetlebrox. I remember his name so well. And he had the extra head and extra arm put on to improve his Thai boxing. Think about that for a second. An extra arm and an extra head so you could be better at Muay Thai. Not very bright.
Nope, not at all.
I mean, I will say I did enjoy Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, but there was so much they just kind of just glossed over. Yeah. They could have gone for 2 hours. They stuck to 90 minutes.
And they squeezed too much into one film.
Yeah, it just felt, and the end just felt rushed.
Yep.
So very rushed. But yeah, remake that. Someone start a Kickstarter. Or a GoFundMe or something. Anything. This needs to happen. I mean, damn it, if we can get Veronica Mars. If we can get a fucking Veronica Mars movie done. We can get a decent Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah. Maybe Disney just needs to buy it.
Oh god, that'd be awesome, actually. Tie it into the Marvel Universe. That'd be pretty cool. Oh god, or even better, tie it into Transformers. Have Mike Bay do it. All the characters everyone will be beautiful. There'll be no ugly people in the entire movie. There'll be explosions and lens flare everywhere and slow-mo shots everywhere.
Yep, and enough commercial products being shown off.
Oh yeah, because everything will be like a Pepsi machine or Mountain Dew or
Bud Light.
Bud Light. He loves his Bud Light, doesn't he?
Yeah.
As much shit as people give Michael Bay, if you actually look at, I'm going to get a lot of shit for this, but if you look at how he makes a film, that he does make some very beautiful looking movies.
He does.
It's the content of the movies that are shit.
Yep.
But if you look at how the movie is made, I mean, he does use a lot of practical effects. Hell, I recently just found out he likes to use the same car chase sequence over and over. And it's this car chase sequence from a movie he did called The Island.
Yep.
And he still uses that. Apparently it's in his newest film.
Oh my god.
Same car, same freeway, everything. And all of his movies come in under budget. Not over budget like so many other Hollywood films. When it comes to making movies, he knows what he's doing.
Yep. He's smart.
He's smart, but at the same time, he's so smart, he's stupid. You know what I mean by that?
Yep.
I mean, like, he's trying to appeal to so many people, but he's not trying to appeal to the right people.
Mm-hmm.
That's his biggest problem.
Yep.
Like, when he first announced, what was it, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. During his introduction of what he was talking about, what the story was going to be, he was using so many, you know the term buzzwords?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a list of words that show up in the media the most.
Yep.
He was just going down a list of buzzwords. They're going to be edgy, friendly, comical, heartwarming. It's like, wait, what? You know, it's almost like watching a politician speak.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he knows what he's doing. It's just, you know, he's trying to appeal to everyone instead of picking one type of audience and just appealing to them.
Mm-hmm.
Send your hate mail to me, please.
That's youtube.com/House of Rage.
House Rage.
House Rage. Sorry.
They won't let me have "of" in there.
Let's see. What other old franchises we can think of?
Honestly, there's so many of them. And you know we're going to think of like 7 or 8 more the moment we're done recording.
Oh, of course. Always happens.
I would love to see a good sequel. I mean, let's not just include American movies.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see a good sequel to Battle Royale.
Yes.
I mean, there was a sequel to it, but it was a different director, different producer.
Mm-hmm.
It was too weird. Mm-hmm. It had because Japanese movies are kind of quirky.
Yep.
This one was very Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little too quirky. It was a little too hip and edgy at times.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one character in there. He was supposed to be the teacher for the class that had to go and kill themselves. He was really overacting. I mean, we're talking like young William Shatner here.
Oh, God.
Yeah, like he's leaning on the scenery. They used the term chewing up the scenery.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing that almost literally. Like at one point, he's sitting at a table and he puts both hands on the table and he leans in, like inches from the table while he's talking to a person that's standing. It's just like, oh, he's gonna bite. He's actually gonna fucking start eating the scenery. Because I liked the original movie. It had a very strong message about kind of where society was going.
Mm-hmm. But
in Battle Royale 2, they just like, hey, you know what? Here's more kids killing each other.
Yeah.
Yay.
I think James Gunn has co-wrote a new movie coming out that's kind of similar in the same thing. Something... The Boheme Project? From what I remember about it, it's about this company who goes under the same kind of situation. So yeah, you have office employees that are put into the live or die kind of situation. Kill or die.
Actually, I think he did that movie years ago, and he's trying to get a big budget remake, because that sounds very familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the office employees.
Yeah.
Because he did a lot of movies for Troma Movie Studio back when he was an independent writer.
Mm-hmm.
Before he did Slither, he did a lot of really shitty movies.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them were good, but, a lot of them were, like, really low-budget, like, C-class films. Mm-hmm. But I kind of remember that one. Like, it might have been, like, a little short film he did, but I would love to see a big budget version of that.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Damn it! I want a new Howard the Duck movie.
Yes, God, yes, done by James Gunn.
Yep.
No, none of this. Oh, he's an alien. No, he's from an alternate reality Earth where ducks evolved. Not another fucking planet.
Mm-hmm.
With a good CGI Howard.
Yep.
Just like yes, just like at the end of fucking the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mm-hmm. Voiced by Seth Green of all people.
Oh, yes. And
I still say they need to do a short film, one of their one-shots for Howard the Duck, set it on nowhere, just having him, the aftermath of Guardians of the Galaxy, essentially, and call it Duck Out of Nowhere.
Yes. A short story of him trying to get back to Earth.
Yeah. And then finding out, well, fuck, I'm in another dimension anyway.
Well, I'm here anyway. These humans ain't too bad looking.
Let's not go down that rabbit hole again.
No, let's not. I had one, but I forgot it. Son of a bitch.
Since we're getting a new Alien movie, why not a new Predator movie?
Yeah, I liked the last Predator film. It was really cool, but it really didn't go anywhere,
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Predators.
Oh yeah, that one. Right, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't bad. It was eh.
Mm-hmm.
That's sad. That's really sad. I mean, it had a really strong cast in it.
Mm-hmm.
The director, Richard Rodriguez, great director.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right.
Yeah. Hell, since Arnold's coming back for Conan, let's bring him back for that as well.
Oh God, I'd love to see that. Like a legit sequel to Predator 2.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's him and not Lawrence Fishburne. I can't remember the actor's name from Predator 2.
Mm-hmm. I can't either.
Not Goodman. Damn it. Damn it.
It'll come to you after the podcast.
Oh, no, I need to know this. And, to help me Google. Danny Glover. Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Jesus.
I should have known that. Yeah, where him and Arnold get together. They're kidnapped by the Predators, and it's like, why? And it's because they have the frozen head of Gary Busey. Yeah, he was in Predator 2. The frozen head of Gary Busey has taken over the Predators hunting society.
That explains a lot. That actually explains a lot.
I just looked, quick Google searches, like, the cast, picture of Danny Glover, Kevin Peter Hall, and then Gary Busey's like there, his hair's all fucked up, he's just like, ah! At the camera. Oh, God, I'm lightheaded. Okay, I can't look at that no more, Jesus Christ. Jesus Santa Maria.
Oh my God. Yeah, wow. Probably should have done a little more prep work for this. I'm sure we could come up with several more.
Oh, several more. And like I said, the moment we're done, we're gonna be like, oh fuck, we should have said this, should have said this.
Mm-hmm.
But that's life.
Indeed, yeah.
Oh, now I remember. I want to see George Romero's Resident Evil.
Ooh. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Because I actually found the script online and read it, and I'm like, why the fuck didn't they do this? I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Mila Jovovich. I could stare at her all day long, and several days I have. But just where they went with the series
mm-hmm.
is just it's an insult to the franchise and to the fans.
Who knows? Maybe after the next one, we'll actually get a remake of this franchise.
maybe. It would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It would be awesome.
But anyways, I do believe that's going to do it for our topic of the week. Guys, if you got a topic that you want us to talk about, by all means, leave it down in the comments below. We'll take good comments and questions, and we'll run with them for the topic of the week. And speaking of, if you do have questions and comments, this is the first episode, so naturally we have none. So please leave questions and comments down below. Shoot us up questions on Twitter or anywhere else you may find us.
Yeah, Twitter, comment section, Facebook, MySpace.
Carrier pigeon.
Carrier pigeon. Morse code. Smoke signals.
Anything works.
ESPN. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist.
Yes, guys, please. And as I mentioned at the top of the show, we do have a gaming-related podcast as well, which I believe would come out before this one comes out. So if you want to see us talk about gaming, please go and check that one out. But we do thank you for joining us for this inaugural episode. We are in the kinks of working everything out on the format, so don't be surprised if things change for the better or for the worse, knowing us.
Probably. Especially if I keep botching everything.
Alright, so it's a brand new show. James, how about a brand new outro?
Brand new outro. Thanks for showing up, y'all. See you next time.
Da 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 da.
I'm tap dancing. I'm dancing, mama. I'm dancing. Now, in all seriousness, thank you one and all for tuning into this, inaugural episode of Static Screen. We look forward to bringing you more, and hopefully you look forward to watching more.
Mm-hmm. And it will be on a weekly basis. We record at the beginning of the week, so honestly, we're recording here on the 25th. If news breaks on the 25th, 26th, or 27th, and we don't talk about it, that's why.
Yeah.
It's all in the effort to actually, get this up on an actual weekly basis from here on out.
We'll do what we can, folks.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, till next time. I'm ECW James. Say your name.
I'm Lord X.
And this has been Static Screen.
Bye-bye.